Hi guys, welcome back. Freaking Jeepers, the channel and John's the name, and I'm behind and getting more behind. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a what I need to do list for today. I'm not going to be doing too much video. I'm going to do this one, and I'm doing this one for two things. Number one, I tried to put a video on last night and I put it on, and for some reason it crashed. I don't know. It was an old video from teens in October, I think, and it was just when I broke that hook thing off down there, redoing the hook down there. It wasn't much of a video, but it showed me doing something as opposed to yapping here. Anyhow, so yesterday I started grinding I wanted to thank everybody for leaving a comment on their first car and their most favorite car. I'll tell you what, that really brought back an awful lot of memories for a lot of people, which is good. And I think it brought an awful lot of memories back to me, because some people, yeah, I had this and I had that, and I can rate, yeah, I had one of those and I had one of those. I had a lot of cars in my day, and so that was interesting. So thanks for dropping a line. We have to do another one. Let's see what maybe I'm going to be building a lot of projects here. So name a project that you built and that you're proud of, that you work with. Like I got a lot of projects. You know, the wood splitters one we built, put the sawmills together, which we didn't build those. You know, I just got a lot of projects, and or maybe your 2 top favorites if you have more than one, or maybe your 10 top favorites if you have 10 of them. So I'll hit that again at the end of the video, because if I put this at the end of the video, put your favorite thing you made on, or project or whatever, and you don't get to the end of the video, we won't see your comments. So and I really like those. Those were nice. Let me show you what's going on here, because I got a lot going on. Yesterday I started up and I was going to start working on these things over here, which I got you on the stand because it's a lot more steady than me holding it, but crooked as usual. What I did was, you know, when you cut, you got a little leading edge, so I what do you call, wire brushed all the edges and knocked off all the burrs, and I did that on these too. These also. Thank you, airplane. They're always keeping an eye on me. So these are going to get welded on. I gotta once again see if you're there. These are going to get welded onto here like that. And that's so the hooks, that I don't have a hook here handy because I'm always so prepared, will go like this, basically, and over the top of the wood boxes, so it'll latch into there. You know, if you do it this way, nothing will latch on, so you got to weld. So and this is all just stuff that was thrown out. Now the other brackets that I've had some over here left over. These worked really good, and I really like them. But the wood boxes that I just emptied, this is not a good bracket for that. It won't work on that, because on that one I had 6-inch boards that went around. You could put this thing and the hook would go in here. On the new ones, there's boards that go up and down, so I need something that I can just put straight on there. And so that's why I'm doing that. Now I have to drill 4 holes in these. So to do that, I have to take this off the mill. This is that head fixture, and then you have to, I guess, turn on the lights. Maybe you can see it better. My tripod's on a funny angle. Let's see, it's this light here. So I have to take this off. I don't know whether the gentleman's going to buy it or not. He might not. I don't. It doesn't make any difference one way to me or the other. Anyhow, so that has to come off. Then you have to put that back on, which is the mill vise. That mill vise is heavy, like real heavy. I might have to have help to pick it up. Gravity helped me get it down there. I'll probably get, you know, I don't know yet. Haven't figured out that. But then it has to be trammed in to make sure when it goes that it's straight to the cross feed. So then you got to get the micrometers out and set that up to make sure that's straight. So that takes time. So anyhow, I got back to this, that, and the other thing. So before I weld these onto here, I want to drill the hole. But to do my setup, to see if it was going to work, you know, I got another, these are old just cheap mill boxes, mill vices that were thrown out. So I can put it on here, clamp it in, and do the weld. I'm thinking that you guys can see that. So this one here is just to keep the space even, because if you didn't do it, it'd be at an angle. So that shouldn't be too bad. And so then I knew my gas was low on the welder. So I had to get this all out, get the tank out, and go up and get another tank of gas. $114 for a little tank of gas. That is just, things are getting goofy crazy. So that's what's going on back here. So I'm going to go up and, that was the grinding wheel that I was grinding those things off. I'm just kind of sitting on that on the back burner for a little while. So one of the things on the top saw, this is how much stuff I got going on at one time. I needed another one of these because I did not like, oh look, I got dirt on my hands. Huh. This is what sets the mandrel on that top saw in place. And this was a homemade one, and I cleaned it up on the lathe and made it look as good as I could. And I made that nut from a fat nut to match these. But anyhow, I didn't like it because if you see there, it's not directly in the center. So as you turn this, it's going to change the angle of the blade because it's going to raise that mandrel up and down. So I didn't like that. So I needed to find some of these. And I was looking all over, and I was finally gave up looking for these things. And I said, well, I'm just going to go up to D&D Sawmill and buy one. Well, lo and behold, yesterday, or maybe the day before, I was looking around, and I happened to find these. I need one, but I like to have 4 the same. And the one I have down there is a 4-sided, which this is a 4-sided, which was good. Anyhow, I found all these. Well, it wasn't a half hour later, I ran into these two. And I know I didn't use these because I don't know if you can see, somebody butchered those up with a pipe wrench. And you don't need that kind of leverage or pipe wrench. I mean, if you're biting into this steel, you're tightening those bearing brackets or whatever they're called in those head blocks too tight. You just don't need that. Anyhow, so these are going to get wire brushed, painted, and I will put 4 of these in down at the new sawmill on the top saw because they all have the same this up here, and I'll cherry pick the 4 best ones and put down there, and these I'll go back and put someplace where I can't find when I need them. Not something that you really ever change. I went back and looked at my pictures of when I picked up that top saw, and these had already been removed, so I didn't remove those, but I found them in a bucket, and I have no idea what I was even looking in the bucket for. It was in my sawmill pile of stuff, and it was just the way it is. Anyhow, so now you see that out. Well, with all the storms we had, and we've been picking up a million sticks, a bunch of sticks came down, and so I was doing this and doing that, and the wife says, you need to get these sticks down. And well, some of them were, well, one of them was real high up in a tree, busted off, and it was in one of our Leland cypresses, and it was pulling a branch down, but it was high enough I couldn't reach it, so I had to get that out and saw that. So that's what that's out. So that's got to get put away. Another thing, and then I picked up a ton of branches. Those are little ones. Those are the other ones. Now we're going to go around. You can see them over there. I still got 2 more piles. I could have filled up the back of this. I got 2 more piles that I got to get into. So then I'm into that. I've already cleaned out the boiler. I clean my boiler out, shovel the ashes out just about every day. Sometimes I'll let it go for a couple days, and I can. This is what's going on down here, and not much going on in there. Oh, I did order steel just today, about an hour ago, to work on that down there. And some other stuff. I'll show you another thing that I ordered the steel for. One of the reasons I don't run this Toolcat is because I'm a bad driver. And now it's muddy. I don't like to drive it in the mud. But we'll get over there. Still got you on the tripod, so I'm pulling you around. One thing that I don't like about the back of this Toolcat, if you back up, the first thing you're going to hit is this tailgate. Now, it's a pretty solid, substantial tailgate, and you shouldn't be backing up at a high rate of speed. But what I ordered was, you know, big, heavy piece of steel. Most, you know, it weighs, man, I forget what it weighs, but it's heavy. It's a 3-inch wide by 6-inch down, 3/8 wall box tubing. So I'm going to make a bracket to go across here. Somehow it fixed itself onto this area here, and then I ordered another one to go inside of it, a 5-inch by 2-inch, which should slide out. So it's going to be the full length, 4 feet 10 inches if I measured it right. I sure hope I did. Yep, 4 feet 10 inches. Always bothers me. I'm so senile, I'll measure the wrong thing from time. Anyhow, I want to make some kind of a bumper for this thing. I don't need a receiver. It's got a receiver down there. I don't need holes to hold that. I just need something because where I'm a bad backer. And the reason I want this to come out, okay, what I'm basically going to have is a 5 by 2-inch piece of steel come out, and I'm going to put pins in it, is the plans. And then on the front, I'll have a matching thing so I can carry long boards. The trouble with all these RTVs or UVs or side-by-sides, whatever you call them, you can't haul a 16-foot piece of wood. You know, even a 10-foot piece of wood. So somehow I might incorporate something into these pocket. It's got little pocket things here, but, you know, this isn't going to be, it is, I mean, this thing's solid. I could put something in there, but as it pulls this way, there's no bottom thing. It's just going to pivot right here, so that's kind of not that good, in my opinion. Now, I might be able to utilize that one to come out and go down, and then I'm going to probably buy a new front plate for the piece up there, or take a bucket and make something for that up there. So that's going on. That I ordered that steel from the same place. You can't get it around here. They want you to buy a 20-foot stick of it, and I just didn't need a 20-foot stick when I only needed 5 foot 10. And so this place out in Kentucky, you can order the exact length you want, plus or minus a 1/16 of an inch, which is close enough for that. So out here, like I said, I got a lot going on. Always got a lot going on. I got to get the gas tank for the welder out of the trunk of my car. Well, I went up there to get the gas tank while I'm still going on. Here's some more. And like I said, there's 2 more piles of this. I got to get that burned up because there's rain coming in tonight. They called me and said tree service, and same tree service that dropped that load of wood last month in the neighbor's front yard. We kind of got the front yard situation, I think, taken care of. So they brought they called up and said, "You want a load of maple?" And I said, "Sure." And it arrived, and that's a right good piece there. Nasty looking piece, to be honest with you. The whole thing's kind of nasty looking. When you get tree service wood, most of the time you get nasty wood. I'm going to take you off the stand for a minute, because that comes up, and then right there it's got a side piece, but it's maple, and you see, look, 1, 2, 3. That should go down to Nathan, that out of the woods, put on his band mill because of all the crotches that are in it. But I got to get this out of the yard. Something running around here, must be a bird. It's junk wood. It probably creates more headaches. Here's the I guess I'll put you on the stand so you can see the size of that. That isn't any little piece, but it's nothing I can't handle. So this will let you know the size of it. Yeah, it's about 6 feet tall, and I can't get halfway around it, so it's pretty big. But I'll probably carry that down to the yeah, I'll just throw it on my back and carry it down to there. So that's kind of what's going on. I have the poplar there. Some of the poplar I cut up, and nobody's even interested in it. It's 75 cents a board foot, and it's probably, as long as it's cool, it'll be all right. Because that is not stickered. Most of the poplar, that kind of stuff, especially in the summer, you got to sticker it right away. I'm hoping that it's still all right. It might be starting to get mold on it or mildew on it or whatever gets on it. So project today, get that out of the front yard. Those logs go down to Jeffrey's. Work on the steel, work on this, work on that. So that's what's going on today. I'll probably put some shorts on of, I can't show you really welding that stuff. I'll probably do a short on drilling those 4 holes in each one of those, because once you set it up, but everything takes so much time to do, and if I knew how to fast forward, I would make it go fast 2 times, 3 times, I don't know, whatever. I would do that, but I don't know how to it, so that's what it is. So that's what I'm working on today, and I could be making movies or I could be working on it, so I'm going to be working on it. Kind of gloomy, 37 degrees out, 38 degrees out right now, a little chilly, but I'll be all right. So that's what's going on. We're walking back to the start of the crash. Trying to think. Oh, what did I say at the beginning? Something about your projects. So I'll put you where we started at and remind you, or try to land you here, put you here. I think, if I recall right, I want you to put your first or second project or something that you built, because I'm building this and that and this in the bumper, and I'm building this over here, and I'm building, oh man, building a million different things. Anyhow, put a comment of a project that you made, or 2 projects, or whatever you did, that you can sit there going, hey, that turned out pretty good, or hey, that's pretty good. Or just something making noise over here. Something fell. Or just anything that... Alright, come on now. You guys are funning with me. Who knows what's going on? Anyhow, I appreciate you coming by. I'm looking forward to your comments, because the comments on the cars, man, that one was really top notch. And I have to come up with another question. I have to come up with another... What'd you do? I got one kind of in the back of my little feeble mind, but by the time I do the next video, I'll probably forget. Sorry about not having last night's video. Tried it twice, didn't happen. I think we went over all that. I got to get to work. We'll see you. Bye.